Hi, John Marshall, DrillMaster. This is uh, the National Cadet Corps of Singapore. This is exhibition drill. This is called what they call freestyle drill. Freestyle, I'm assuming, is unarmed. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it means unarmed. So not positive, but anyway. What I'm going to turn down the sound here for me. What Singapore National Cadet Corps is creates as the standard is drill to music. So the team will pick music, edit it if they feel necessary, and then they perform to the music. So part of what I'm going to talk about is going to be visual musicality. And that's not usually something that we associate with military drill, but here, then, it's necessary. All right. Step style is... Oh, man! That's wild! All right. I got to go back and see that again. That was pretty cool. So, um, absolutely 100% not allowed in the U.S. Although I, I'm I'm thinking that that's some sort of theater type of powder. I'm hoping that it is designed to dissipate quickly, and if you happen to inhale it, then it's not toxic. I'm hoping. Um, anyway, what I was going to say is the step style is slightly different. You can see uh, as the cadets march forward, there's a little bit of a variation in between these three, but that was wild. That was really pretty cool. The arm movements work. That's perfect. The arm movements were just excellent. Oh, I'm sorry. So there's probably rain somewhere here in Florida. Which then, holy cow. All right, I will pause this. Okay, let's try this again. Unfortunately, we have to watch this awesome beginning. I really like that. Love the arm movement, the directions that you had there. Two color gloves? Or is it just the stain of the powder there? So that, and I understand that you march more of the Commonwealth type of drill, but the uh, so you have some really big spacing issues here, and also some alignment issues. Are you trying for a wedge? Now I understand there's one individual behind another here. Not talking about that at all. I'm sure that's a setup for what you want to create next. But if you're going for the wedge, you're not really uh, defining. You're not realizing the angles here all that well at all. And then the spacing. So the alignment and the spacing, the malformation. If you're going for that wedge, the malformation of the wedge, it all leads to what I could call maybe a muddy communication. It just doesn't come across clearly. So let me go back a bit here. But here's what I'm talking about. So you're there were a couple of cadets, especially this young man right here, a couple of cadets who were, you know, looking around, making sure, am I in place? Taking these tiny little steps with the giant arm swing that the Commonwealth drillers use, even with the tiny steps there. It looks the team as you were coming up into this position looked unsure. Several members did, at least. I appreciate the difference in color. So So let's go back to here. Right here. You're you're just okay, you're just marching. So since this is exhibition drill, what you have to realize is that, and I'm sure you already do, but I'll just bring it to your attention again and help you understand my point of view here. Everybody marches like this in the National Cadet Corps of Singapore. Everybody marches like this. Everybody can do this. What is it that you're doing here that actually helps the audience to pay attention? Now, I'm not trying to be insulting at all, but you need to keep the audience's attention, and I'm not talking about every single second you must have another powder burst or something like that. You grab the audience's attention with the arm, the awesome arm angles that you had there, the formation that you had, that was perfect. And then you just wowed the audience, including me, with the powder burst. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm looking and I'm wanting to see more. But then we get into the marching here, little tiny steps, large arm swing. I get it, it's your style, and you probably won't change that. That's fine, except that where are you marching? Why is it taking you so long to get there? And how are you performing from point A to point B? Point B being the stop where you all then execute the salute. So what's happening here that continues to draw the audience's attention? Now, one of the things I want to point out is that after the powder burst, just maybe 15, 20 seconds ago, as the team was moving out and you're doing the arm movements, some of you could see, if you watch this, you can see as you're moving your hands to a certain position and you shake the hand, kind of, pop it into position, you can see more powder come off. So what I would suggest is you actually clap at some point. 1 or 2 claps to get the powder off of your gloves so that it's not going to distract, because it was a little bit distracting. I was wondering, well, is there something else coming? So make it purposeful that you get rid of the powder. And I know this is from years ago, isn't it? This is yeah, 6 years ago. So really, honestly, my words for this team doesn't matter at all. However, this helps others when you listen to what I'm trying to get across. So I would suggest, a big clap at some point, off to the side, whatever. The hand movements are great. You really pull off some excellent movement in using the color there, the difference in color. Nice flashes. So nice job. That really works well. So I have a question for you to consider. Do you have to use your standard marching style in your exhibition drill? Is it mandatory for you to use the large arm swing? Is it mandatory for you to use the stomp, stop, now this is great. This works well. The stomp through, even this right here, that's fantastic. Well done. Well done. That's just fantastic work there. Very good. But if you don't have to use the large arm swing, if you don't have to use the stomp, um, you might be able to explore some other styles, not specifically American, but whatever you'd like. You, oh, a little bit of tutting there, sprinkled throughout. It's very interesting. So here, let's go back to there. So if you can, this right here, you're setting up to perform, and a couple of guys are getting out of the way of others so that you can form this formation. This doesn't work well at all. Marching away from the audience just to set up so that you can do something. And you can see here, kind of moving around here and getting into, so I can get into the perfect position. This is where I'm supposed to be. Okay, now we perform. Well, you're performing the whole time. So what does all of this communicate to your audience? Is this, it is part of the performance, but are you actually performing, or are you just marching so that you can get into a formation so that you can now perform? Do you understand the difference there? Fantastic use of the gloves again. So anyway, with the exploring other marching styles, you might be able to, if you don't have to use the Commonwealth standard. And here, this has, so I suggest that you do this differently. I know you were working with your gloves there, which is great. I can't wait to see what happens. This is going to be really nice. However, from here, while you're marching, you could have done this. You could have done the glove turn. Whatever you're doing. And some are already, actually, it looks like getting into that because it looks like it might take a little while. So from here, so from that last, oh, you're taking gloves off. I see. But see, so you're concentrating on taking the gloves off. You have your back to the audience. You're not performing. So I would suggest that you do it in sections. I don't exactly know how you would do that because I'd have to look at the drill, and then I could rewrite a section for you to show you. Okay, here this 4 could do it, and here this 4 could do it, and here this 4 or 5 or whatever is left. But look how the feet are. Look at the spacing. You're concentrating on removing the gloves, changing the gloves, and I get that. But look at the feet and the spacing there. It just doesn't work all that well at all. It's you need to make a uniform change like that, very subtle, and almost as if the audience wouldn't notice it. That would be best. Really nice. So I wonder, are the colors significant to your unit or the NCC, something like that? So one thing that I've also noticed here is this young man right here has a massive something in his cargo pocket right there, and it's that's a lack of uniformity there. Nicely done. So from there, you really, instead of marching, turning around, for you, you're the audience, turning around, marching away, and setting up for your next performance, or your next formation for which you can perform. I really do suggest rewriting that section. Either march backwards, move these two formations forward so that everybody just collapses into the two formations instead of having to all turn around, march back into the formations, then turn around again and perform for the audience. The smoothness of the arm and hand movements juxtaposed with the harshness, I guess you'd say, of the foot stomp and all that, it works really well. Plus, also the movement of the arms at times is now see, this is how you do a surprise like that. That's great. You turned around, and so you had. And that didn't work at all. It's not that it didn't work well, it just didn't work at all. So here, with the guys behind here, did you take out the wrong banner? Or I fully expected something to happen, but this is what you should have done with the glove change, the color change there. That would have been really good. That was what is in the cargo pocket. Okay, that's what's in the cargo pocket. So, got it. It looks like. So it looks like it's just a sheet of something. I'm not sure. So that would have been really nice to pull out. So what I suggest, if you're going to do something like that, what I suggest is on the corner, have a wide loop so that you can grab the, and also, here, let me do this. You fold it in an accordion shape so that it's in the pocket like this, and then as you pull it out, it unfolds, and then all you have to do is come up to these two corners. This is a wide loop that's big enough for a hand to grab, and then you pull it and it pops open and you start marching off like that. That would have been a great surprise. Really really well thought of and well executed. It just didn't work here, really. You can't really read anything on there, so that's unfortunate. But still, I appreciate the performance. This was much more surprising than I anticipated. It's been years since I've watched any drill from Singapore. Boy, it's got to be maybe yeah, 10 years since I've watched anything from Singapore. So this was a really nice surprise. Really nice. That was good. Okay, so I hope my comments have been helpful. Thank you.